a ballast with some wires peeking out down there, and I jumped in to get it, and it turned out to be a whole mess of them. They must have done this whole big building up here. There used to be a big dumpster right there. See all that stuff on the concrete? I think they gutted some like maybe one floor of that building or something. And this is they probably went to go put the new lights in. And here's all the old lights. And that's just tons of ballast. And then some real nice pieces of aluminum. Look at that. Yeah, right there. Big old chunks of aluminum. And they just pop out. It was on this. See them right there? I'm gonna get the rest of those too out of there. But they just pop out real easy. You see that little clamp right there? You just push that down and pull out that aluminum, and all that aluminum just falls right out. But I'm gonna get back in there and get it. I just wanted to show you before all the lights gone, and so you can see this without my flashlight. And each one of those ballasts weighs about 3 pounds by itself. And then all this wire, that's all good copper wire in there. And that wire there, that's not quite good enough to qualify as #1 copper wire. So that'll all go as #2 copper wire. Even though it's solid, it's not braided wire, but it's just not big enough. To qualify to be #1 insulated copper wire, it has to be the size of a pencil lead in a #2 yellow pencil. It has to be about that big, qualify as #1 insulated copper. But so this is all #2, but it's still, it's still very valuable stuff, Oh, I guess there's the first two. I got 3 before I actually jumped in there. I had gotten 3 of them out of there, but there's 3 more, and yeah, so it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19 or 20 of them. And then all those, I'm gonna get some more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. There's gonna be 3 more aluminum dudes like that. And let's see, they weigh about 5 pounds a pop, so that's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 pounds of aluminum. Whole mess of insulated wire. About 20 ballasts, so that's gonna be about 60 pounds of ballast. It'll be about, it's only gonna be about maybe 2 or 3 pounds of copper wire, maybe 4 pounds, thereabouts somewhere. So that's a nice little score. Bunch more tin in there. I'll probably just leave for someone else. All right, so I got all that aluminum packed up, and the best thing about aluminum, which is really especially good for me on a bike, is that all 5 of those big giant pieces of aluminum just smushed down into what you see right there. So that's a real nice load right there. And I went to leave my indicators, so because there's guys that drive around in trucks around here, they'll see this stuff sticking out right here, and they'll snatch that up. It's a pretty busy road. It's a road that runs behind all these stores and stuff. So if there's any guy out scrapping in the truck, or even if he's just on his way to a store somewhere, and just knows about scrapping, someone very liable to look down and see that stuff sticking out and come have a look. And there's some nice pieces of tin in there. But in my last video, I talked about, for me personally, working smarter rather than harder. And one of those ideas is that I can take all this tin if I wanted to. I can put them behind my back, I'll make a couple trips. But I realized that just working, just grinding away like that, with worrying about tin, especially with tin being the price it is right now, 3 and 4 cents a pound. It's just a grind, and it stops me from going out to other places, and finding good stuff, the valuable stuff that I can take care of real quick. I went to put them indicators up, and actually there was 3 more ballasts in there with another half pound of wire or so. Looks like we got a little car wash score here. That's nothing special, but you never know what we might find here. It's a box of, looks like someone changed their car speakers. I'll just yank this out of here. Let's see what we got. There's actually a little bit of armor all in there, but nothing I want to keep. Actually, I'll set it up here for somebody. I like to do this. Some paint. Put that up there. Some tape. Someone will grab that stuff. A piece of metal. Already got a nice little load going. That looks like about it in there, but let's have a look, see what's in here. Plastic. Just a couple speakers, but they're heavy. They're heavy little guys. And car speakers are a common thing I find a lot. I thought I saw some sort of tool in here. I know I saw a pair of pliers in there. I don't know where they went. I know there was a pair of pliers sitting there. Cord. There they are. I knew I saw it. Look at that. That magnet stole it from me. Look at that pair of diagonal cutters. And that tool right there, that's a scrapper's absolute best friend right there. That's just the best tool you could have right there. Diagonal plier cutters. That's a good pair too right there. I mean, it's a cheap brand, but that's good though. See how you can't see any light through there? That means it'll cut real good. But that's, you know, that's something I'll keep around. There's mine right there. That's just my best friend right there. And you know, if I ever lose them, I got a bucket of these in my storage unit. I can just go to them. So I always hold on to those. Those are the best tool you can have, as far as I'm concerned. For the type of work I do, anyway. You know. But well, I'm just throwing boxes around at this point. Maybe one day I'll work with two hands instead of one. Three little car speakers ain't bad. You know, if you ever need a magnet for something, those are good magnets. But that ain't bad. You know, price of tin's real low, but them guys are, you know, heavy and small and don't take up a lot of room, so I always snatch them up. And I just leave that stuff sitting there for somebody. That won't last long in the car wash. Let's walk over here, see what we got. Take you for a car wash tour. It's dark out, so hopefully these lights are bright enough. Let's see what we got here. Nothing. What we got here? Can. I see it. A bunch of nothing in there. Bunch of nothing. I'll always check up here, see if anyone left a stack of quarters. Any car wash treats. Nope. That's about it. But car washes are always a good place. You never know what you might find. Yahtzee! Kirby. Those are very expensive vacuum cleaners. Now, if that thing works, that's a real good fun. If it doesn't work, it's still loaded with scrap metal. Got a motor in there, aluminum. It's almost all aluminum, and nice cord. Hopefully, I'll take that home and it'll fire up. Let's see what we got here. Looks like Kind of a bunch of nothing. Ouch. There's some tin in there, but I'm not gonna mess with that. See, now somebody has set this here for a reason, and it might be working. I guess we'll find out. But either way, that's a nice score right there. Kirby. What was it, G4 or something? Micron Magic. Well, it definitely works. It's fully functional. I mean, everything works. All the levers, all the controls work. This works back here. Everything works. And I'm gonna show you the reason why they threw this out. Look at this. And you know, when these things were brand new, this was like a $1,000 machine. You know, I mean, seriously. And this is why they threw it out right here. See this here? Look, see, that's where the cord wraps. Where the cord wraps like this. little piece of plastic. Little piece of plastic broke. That's why they threw it out, because they couldn't wrap the cord up anymore. And in this condition, they're selling on eBay for like $100, $150. Because these are just excellent vacuum cleaners. And I'm just gonna keep this one for myself, because I've found a lot of these, but I've never found one that's in this nice condition. I mean, it's just solid all the way around. I see. What happens is you know, vacuum cleaners are basically the #1 thing I find most frequently in dumpsters and next to dumpsters, because they're so cheap. You know, like 30, 40, 50 bucks. And you know, they get clogged up, or a roll or break, or you know, like a belt will break, and they'll just throw it out because they're so cheap. You know, they just go buy another brand new one, you know, that works great. And see, people get in the habit of doing that, and then this one, just a simple little problem, you know, and whoever had this probably didn't buy it. It was probably like a hand-me-down, or you know, they just scored it somewhere from a parent, or just something like that. And you know, they just weren't aware that this was a valuable machine, you know. And people are so used to throwing vacuums away, you know, they don't think nothing of that, you know. And it's a bad little dude, man. It's the real deal. That vacuum there don't play no games, I can tell you that much. So that's definitely a good score. And that's something I'm just going to keep for myself, because you can't go wrong with that vacuum. That's going to last forever. Oh yeah, and I didn't mean to put these shoes on the video. I don't know what I was thinking. My dog is a red heeler, bred. Well, she's not a purebred, but red heelers are bred to drive cattle on, you know, like 1,000-mile cattle drives in Australia. And so what they do is they nip on cattle's feet. So her and I have a game we play called Shoo Shoo, and those are my house shoes I wear around my house, and that's why they're all gnarled up like that, with no shoelaces or nothing. But she really likes it. I can't believe I put those on video, but I thought I better explain that. There she is.
Are you a cow?